And we are going to hopefully get started with this cool book that we are going to read today. Okay. Ooh, what's on the cover of that book? What's on the cover of that book, Erin?
We can't see it.
You can't see it? Oh my goodness, well that will not do. It worked with the last group, so I'm not quite sure what's happening here. All right, let's see if we can try again. Let me see, I'll open this and then we'll open this. Now, can you see it, Erin? Oh my goodness, I don't know what the problem is because we had no problems at all with the last group. Okay, so how are we going to solve this problem? Hold on, guys, because I am not quite sure what the deal is because, as I said, we had no problems with my last group at all. Okay, that's not going to work. What about now, Erin? Nope. Oh my goodness. All right. I know. All right.
Where should it?
Okay, hold on a minute and let me see if it'll come, if I can pull it up this way. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. That's not gonna work, I don't think. All right, I'm gonna close out of it and try to start again, so just be patient, okay? And I do apologize, as I said, we did not have any issues in our last lesson at all. So I'm not quite sure what's happening. All right, I'm going to go down here where you guys are right now. And we are going to try this again. And if it does not work, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Are you able to see it now, Erin? No? Oh my goodness. All right. It's definitely not on your end. It's on this end. And again, I'm not quite sure what the problem is because we did this in the last lesson. I'm gonna try the interactive one and see if that works better. That's not the right book. Oh, my friends, I apologize because I do not know what's going on right now. All right, Erin, can you see that? Do you see anything on your screen now?
Yeah.
All right, so you see that, right? All right,
Mhm.
now we're gonna see if we can pull the other thing up. Yes or no?
No.
No. Ah! All right, so guess what? I'm going to need to, it's not in there, Brody, that's the thing. It's one of the leveled reader books, all right? So hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. You all can see me, right? All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, all right? So look at the cover of the book, all right? What do you think this story is going to be about when you look at the front cover of this book? Camilla, what do you think this is gonna be about?
Robots?
Robots, okay? Now, when I look at the cover of this book and I see the title Robots, I'm thinking to myself, is this book that we're going to work with today, is it going to be fiction or is it going to be informational text? Something that I'm going to read and learn information about. Todd, I need for you to sit down, please. Thank you. Okay, and so I don't know if I can tell from the cover whether it's going to be informational text or it's going to be fiction. The only way I'm going to figure that out is to open the book and read. Okay, so here we go. It's a robot. Wow, look at that robot, okay? Does he look real? Have you ever seen him before? Thumbs up if you've seen him before. Where have you seen him before? Brody, where have you seen him before?
In the movie Star Wars.
In the Star Wars movie. So is he real or is he make-believe?
Make-believe.
He's make-believe. So now I'm even more confused as to whether or not this is going to be an informational text or make-believe. So let's turn the page and find out. Oh, well, no, it's not a robot. It's a man all dressed up as a robot. Okay. Many films about the future have had robots in them. The robots tended to look a little bit like people, and they tended to act like people did. So that first picture we saw was not a real robot. It was a person dressed up like a robot. And robots in movies they act like people and they even kind of look like people. Okay, and here's another example of that. It was fun to think that such robots could be real. So these are not real robots, are they, Camilla? They're just actors dressed up to look like robots. Okay, all righty. So but guess what? Now I think we might be getting closer to whether this is informational text or pretend. Because the next page says, now we have real robots. Real robots do not look like people. Do any of these look like people? No, they do not, okay? Robots can look like all sorts of things. What do the two down here look like? What do they look like, Aaron?
Dogs.
They look like dogs. And look over here. I bet your dads would like this for Father's Day. What does that robot do? What does that robot do?
Mow.
It cuts the grass. How many of you think your dads would like that robot for Father's Day? Yeah, I bet they would. Okay, all right. This robot can cut the grass so this robot could cut the grass while your dad rests in his hammock, Aaron. Okay. And these robots can fetch a ball. Okay. And these guys don't look like real people. Oh, look at this. Believe it or not, part of that machine is a robot as well. What part do you think is the robotic part of the machine? What part do you think might be the robotic part of this machine? Aaron, what part do you think?
The hand.
The arm and the hand, you're right, okay? Let's read and find out what this robot does. What makes a robot different from other machines? People tell other machines what to do and how to move. A robot is a machine that can move and do things by itself. The robot's brain, anybody have any idea what the robot's brain is? Anybody have any idea what the robot's brain might be? Okay, the robot's brain is a computer, okay? And the computer tells the robot what to do. So that's how a machine and a computer are different, because a person tells a machine what to do, and the computer, which is the robot's brain, tells it what to do. So now, do you think that we are reading fiction, or do you think we're reading informational text? What do you think we're reading right now? Fiction or informational text? Brody, what do you think we're reading? Fiction, made up stuff, or informational text that we're learning facts and details about?
Information text.
Yeah, we are reading informational text. My friend, you need to stop now. If you don't want to be part of the lesson, then you need to turn your computer off and go ahead and leave. Thank you. All right, now, robots work hard, okay? And one of the things that they can do is make a car, all right? And they make cars. One robot can make many more cars than people, okay? It would take lots and lots of people to do the same work as one computer. And then it says robots can do the same job again and again and again and not get tired. So if it was people that were working on those cars, they would probably have to take a break, okay? Because they would get tired after doing it so many times. Right, so they work hard, they can do many jobs. One of the jobs they can do is to make cars. Robots can go where people can't. And if you look at this picture, where does it look like the robot might be? Someplace that's very what? Brody?
Cold.
Cold. So cold that it would be difficult for a person to go and do the work. And yet if we look over here, do you know where that robot is? That robot is down inside a volcano. And as much as it's very cold over here, inside a volcano, it would be very what? Inside a volcano, it would be very what? Aaron?
Hot.
would be very hot. So robots can go where people can't. This robot can work by itself in the bitter cold, okay? And this robot that we were talking about can go down in the middle of a very hot volcano where people cannot go. So the information I just learned on the other 2 pages is that a robot can go in places that are bitter cold and extremely hot. They can also, in the darkness under the sea, robots map the sea bottom and look for lost ships. So I can send a robot to do work in the bitter cold. I can send a robot to do work in the very, very hot places. I can send a robot deep down under the sea to do a job. And people have not been to the planet Mars, but robots have. They study the rocks and the dust, so that maybe the information that they bring back from Mars will help us eventually, people eventually be able to go to Mars. So, wow. I learned 4 pretty important pieces of information. 1, that robots can go where people can't in the bitter cold to do jobs, inside the volcano where it's extremely hot, down to the deep part of the ocean, as well as up to Mars. Wow. Just like there's a robot to do chores for dad, there's a robot to do a chore for mom. It's right here. Maybe some of you have that. What is that, Brody?
A vacuum cleaner.
It's a vacuum cleaner. So there's a robotic lawnmower for dad and a robotic vacuum cleaner, a Roomba for mom. What would you like a robot that can work for you in your home? Okay. This robot will clean your carpet. But you know what? If the robots take away all the jobs that mom and dad ask you to do, you've got no more chores, so you don't have a way to earn an allowance. I don't know if this is all that good. All right. Now, this robot will bring you lunch. And this one will put away your sheets and blankets. I think I would like that one at my house. I think I would like the one that vacuums and folds the sheets and the blankets and puts them away. If there could be one that dusted, that would be good too. These robots are not perfect yet, but people keep working to make them better and better. So who knows? By the time you grow up and get married, you might have a robotic lawnmower, you might have a robotic vacuum cleaner, and a robot that does your dishes. How does that sound? And folds your clothes and puts them away for you. Pretty cool. All right. Oh my goodness. People keep making robots that look like people too. And if you think about it, when you go to Disney World, there's a lot of robots in the park, and many of them look real. Okay, they look like real people. A lot of movies that we see also have robots in them that look like people. All right, she's a robot. She's not a person, she's a robot. Robots can ride camels. This guy up here is a robot, and he's riding a camel. And over here, look, you've got robots. What are those 2 robots doing in that picture up there? What are they doing? They're playing soccer, okay? And we've got this gal and this guy. They're robots. You might have seen them in a movie. They are dancing, okay? And down here, this robot moves like a real baby, okay? All right, now this robot is Kismet. Everybody seeing? All right, and here's the thing about Kismet. Kismet is a bit like a baby. If you smile at a baby, it smiles. If you smile at Kismet, guess what Kismet does? If you smile at a baby, it smiles back at you. If you smile at Kismet, guess what Kismet does? Mariella, not Mariella, Camilla, what do you think Kismet does?
Smile.
That's right, it smiles right back at you. And if you look at these pages, it says, when you say hi, Kismet says hi. And when no one plays with Kismet, the same as if nobody played with you, how would you look if nobody played with you? Sad, and that's how he looks, okay? And he can look interested, like Brody's looking right now. Okay, and can look sleepy, the way that some of my friends are looking right now. Okay, here's the deal. What will robots look like in the future? What will robots look like when you grow up? This tiny robot, Fly, would spy on people. Okay, so next time you're in the classroom and that little bee that likes to visit us comes buzzing around, he could actually be a robot that's taking our picture and spying on us. I never thought of that. Maybe Mrs. Sherrard sent him to our room to spy on us, to make sure we were doing our work. Okay, and this robot over here, down at the bottom, okay, he would catch a robber with a net, kind of like Spider-Man. All right, and this robot is able to save people that are lost at sea or maybe have fallen off their boat. Okay, there will always be robots that are just fun. This guy's just for fun. Okay, and then we come to the end. What if you made a robot? How many of you would like to make a robot? I think that would be cool. Okay, what would your robot look like? And what would it do? So Brody, if you could make a robot, what would your robot do? What would your robot do? Your homework?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can clean, and it can do my chores.
You could do your chores. And then who would mom pay your allowance to, you or the robot? You'd have to split it 50-50. Aaron, what would your robot do?
Do my chores.
Do your chores, okay. A
Then
lot
my
of
mom
people having the robot do their chores. Todd, what would your robot do?
My robot would do the payment, clean my bed, and do my chores, and clean the whole house, and then me and my mom can rest all of the day.
Okay. All right, my friends. I am terribly disappointed that we had to do this way, but I kind of liked it because we got to interact with each other a little bit more than we normally do. All right. You are going to go on to Super Kids Online Fun, and you can either listen to the narrator read it to you, or you can read along with the narrator, and then there's the activity page that goes ahead and goes with it. Okay? Any questions? Okay, don't forget, moms and dads need to take your pictures and send them to me, okay? All right, love you guys. See you later, alligator.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Brown. Have a great day.
You too, Aaron.